My name is Liz Thurston. I'm the Director of Student Affairs here at the Harvard Graduate School of Education, and I will be the Master of Ceremonies today. And with that, please join me in welcoming the Harvard Graduate School of Education class of 2017. everyone please be seated? Yes, you did, rain and all. It's my honor to introduce the Dean of the Harvard Graduate School of Education, James E. Ryan, the Charles William Eliot Professor of Education.
So you've got the whole making noise thing down, I have to say. So welcome, graduates, colleagues, family, and friends. Congratulations to all of you on this genuinely beautiful day. I'd like to begin by thanking all the families and friends in the audience today. Each year, I'm amazed to hear your stories and to learn about the distances and obstacles you overcame to be here. I share your pride in the accomplishments of our graduating students and your joy at the prospects that lie ahead. At the same time, I share in the gratitude that I know our graduating students feel toward all of you. As I have said before, no one makes it to graduation alone. For that reason, I'd like to ask all of the graduates to stand, turn toward the audience, and give a round of applause to those who helped them on their journey. I'd also like to thank all the staff who have worked tirelessly throughout the year to help all of us and who have worked especially hard today to make graduation special for all of you. They are the heart and soul of this place, and they deserve a huge round of applause. Last but not least, I'd like to thank our faculty, who have served not simply as teachers and colleagues, but also as mentors and friends. We will soon hand out diplomas to our graduating students, but before we do that, I am supposed to give a speech. Except I thought maybe I would do something different this year and just read a chapter from this nifty new book, which I'm told is still available at the co-op. It's entitled Wait What? Several people have asked me if I'm aiming for my speech to go viral again this year, and I've told them absolutely not. So later on in the speech, when I strip naked and do a handstand on the podium, I'm kidding, I don't know how to do a handstand. The topic I'd like to discuss, I hope, is both timely and timeless, and it's a topic I've long pondered. That topic is grace. And I have a very simple suggestion for all of you, which is to lead with grace. But before we get to grace, let me just say a few words about this genuinely unusual year. This was a poignant year. This is a year of the profound and the profane. It was a year of the triumphant and the tragic. And it was a year full of genuine surprises. Perhaps the biggest of all was a startling come-from-behind victory that left me and a lot of others both shocked and disappointed. I mean, who would have guessed that the New England Patriots would win the Super Bowl? Equally shocking were exploding Samsung Galaxy phones, United Airlines handling of overbooked planes, the death of Fidel Castro, and the World Series victory of the Chicago Cubs. It was a year of Donald Trump's presidential victory, of course, but also of so-called fake news, the Dakota Access Pipeline protests, the appointment of Neil Gorsuch to the Supreme Court, the leaking of John Podesta's risotto recipe, the opening of the Boy Scouts to transgender boys, and just recently, and tragically, the bombing at a concert in Manchester, England. As students, you organized, led, and participated in countless activities that brought you into the world and brought the world to Appian Way, through events like Asquith forums and debates, 3D dinners, guest lectures, and countless conferences and convenings, from the Alumni of Color Conference to Let's Talk, to the first ever hip-hop education conference at HCSA. You shared your stories at Double Take. You organized buses for the Women's March in Washington, D.C. Despite less than completely hospitable conditions, you cruised around the Boston Harbor. You also bowled, decorated pumpkins, enjoyed Oktoberfest and Thanksgiving dinner in Gutman, tailgated at the Harvard-Yale game, and demonstrated once again your seemingly unquenchable thirst for free coffee. Which explains why tuition rates keep rising. Because as everyone in the higher ed program could tell you, there is no such thing as free coffee. You're about to re-enter a world in which disparities and injustices based on income, wealth, race, and religion continue to weaken the fabric of communities around the globe. Divides along lines of race, class, religion, and ideology are rampant, and our basic ability to speak with and hear those who differ from us seems to be getting weaker, not stronger. By coming to HGSE, you have signaled that your response to these divides and inequities is through education. I applaud your choice, as I'm convinced that education is the only long-term solution to these long-term problems. For that reason, I believe that you are the luckiest graduates in the entire university, because you are going to work in the field of education, and there is no higher calling, no more rewarding or meaningful field in which to work. I hope and trust you feel prepared and inspired for the tasks that lie ahead. I am confident you will change the world and change it for the better. I ground my confidence in particular in your reaction to the presidential election. I know that the result of the election was deeply disappointing for many of you. This is not meant to be partisan or disrespectful, but simply to state a fact about the world, or at least our corner of it. What was most impressive to me, however, was your response. In the face of the deep divisions the election highlighted, you responded with concern, but also with care, compassion, empathy, and most importantly, with love, which will always conquer fear in the long run. I think each class at HGSE has a defining quality, and I've come to think of your class as exceptionally big-hearted, in large part because of what I saw of your collective character after the election. From a rally about solidarity to your participation in a Dean's Design Challenge meant to offer help and ideas to teachers and principals looking to reduce bullying, discrimination, and harassment. Your big-heartedness became crystal clear to me when I recently attended the art installation around the theme of love in the time of. Which, as you might have guessed, was organized by students in the AIE program. This event and the widespread participation it produced seemed to me a fitting capstone for the year and a testament to your character and motivation. So whether you are graduating from our EDD program, our EDLD program, I'll try it again, our EDD program, our EDLD program, or our Masters in CAS programs, I encourage you to continue to use your hands and your heads in your efforts to improve the world around you. But I hope you'll also continue to use your hearts. Which leads me back to the topic of the day, grace. Let me say right up front that I truly love the idea of grace, and I've been fascinated by the word and the constellation of concepts it represents for a very long time. I've come to believe that grace is a remarkably powerful word, but it's also somewhat elusive and mysterious, as we'll get to. This means that, in a sense, by suggesting that you lead with grace, which is difficult to define, I may be offering completely meaningless advice, which is unfortunate but perhaps fitting given that this is a graduation speech and I am a dean. Meaningless advice sort of comes with the territory. I want to tell you about my own quest to understand grace, which began with family dinners and then a priest, which in turn led me to study Dr. J, Eleanor Roosevelt and Jackie Kennedy, credit cards, Greek mythology, Roman philosophers, and finally, The Simpsons. Let me explain. My first encounter with the term grace came when I was a young child growing up in a faithful Catholic family where we said a prayer of thanks before dinner, which we referred to as saying grace. I thought as a result that grace meant giving thanks, and in one sense it does. No sooner did I think I understood the term, however, than I was confused by it, as this was my first inkling of the mystery and power of the word. I became confused because my parish priest often ended Mass by suggesting that we go in peace and go with grace. I got the first part about peace, which is why I always waited until we got to our family car after Mass before I began fighting with my sister. But I didn't understand what the priest meant by go with grace. Each time he said this, I reflexively looked around to see if my Aunt Mary Grace was in church, because I thought he was literally telling me to go home with my Aunt Grace. But that seemed odd to me and probably not what he was suggesting. Still, I had no idea what he was talking about. By the way, I should say that years later I Googled the phrase go with grace, and I discovered that Go with Grace is actually the name of a tour bus company in Michigan that takes travelers to casinos and is run by a woman named Grace. But I'm pretty sure that's not what my priest was suggesting either. In a way, I've been trying to figure out what he meant by go with grace ever since. I learned through Sunday school about the Christian concept of God's grace, the mysterious mixture of love and mercy that God bestows on fallen mortals, regardless of whether they deserve it or not. So for a while, I thought that grace was simply a religious word, and indeed it is an important one, not just for Christian religions, but also for a host of others, including Judaism, Islam, and Hinduism. It was Julius Irving, however, who taught me that grace also has a secular meaning, because he showed me what it means to be graceful. Julius Irving, or Dr. J as he was called, played basketball for the Philadelphia 76ers from the mid-1970s to the late 1980s. I was a huge sports fan and spent a lot of time watching sports in front of the television as a kid, mostly because the iPhone hadn't been invented yet. Dr. J was like no other player I had ever seen. He moved like flowing water, and he eluded defenders as if they were suspended in time. Indeed, he himself seemed less beholden to either gravity or time than anyone else on the court. To watch him play was to be transfixed, and to realize he had a quality that you and others lacked, and that quality was grace. In Dr. J, grace was a combination of elegance and confidence, leavened with a certain quietness and humility. I loved Dr. J because I too played basketball, but I only had one of his qualities, humility. And that was appropriate because I was not very good. My only real talent was causing opposing players to foul me by knocking me down, which meant that I was an expert in getting run over by larger and faster players. This was useful to my team, but taking a charge, as it was called, was not exactly graceful. I came to appreciate additional aspects of grace through my admittedly somewhat odd obsession with first ladies, particularly Eleanor Roosevelt and Jackie Kennedy, both of whom I admire and have learned from. Eleanor Roosevelt taught me the true meaning of graciousness, and Jackie Kennedy taught me that authentic style and courage are also a part of grace. As for Eleanor, as I imagine her insisting I call her in our imaginary conversations, and I respond by saying, please call me at Dean Jim Ryan, just like my kids do. Do I tell you I'm slightly obsessed with Eleanor Roosevelt? In any event, there's a fairly well-known story about her in a dinner she was hosting at the White House. During that dinner, a guest mistakenly drank from his finger bowl. To spare him any embarrassment, Eleanor immediately drank from her finger bowl, and then the rest of her guests followed. In this small gesture, Eleanor Roosevelt showed that graciousness is not about good manners or assiduously following etiquette, as is sometimes thought. True graciousness is about empathy and inclusion, about making others feel welcome. Jackie Kennedy, in turn, had mesmerizing style, an uncanny combination of erudition, charm, and aloofness that was unique and authentic to her. She also showed remarkable courage and composure after her husband JFK was assassinated. Ernest Hemingway is credited with defining courage as grace under pressure, and this is precisely what Jackie Kennedy showed in the aftermath of the assassination of her husband. In these ways, Eleanor Roosevelt and Jackie Kennedy widened in my mind the scope of grace to include not just elegance and quiet confidence, but also graciousness toward others, as well as style and courage. Credit cards, oddly enough, introduced me to yet another wonderful facet of grace, unearned forgiveness. This came in the form of the so-called grace period, which was the period after the official due date during which you could submit payment without incurring any late fees. Let's just say that the grace period was a familiar and fairly important part of my life in my early 20s. I never understood why credit card companies didn't just simply shift the due date back a bit, but that's probably because I didn't yet understand behavioral economics. Regardless, I didn't complain, but instead came to depend upon the concept of grace as forgiveness, financial or otherwise. So I learned from these examples that grace is about gratitude. It's about elegance and confidence and movement, which is usually what we mean by graceful. And it's about empathy and inclusion, which is to me the true meaning of the word graciousness. Grace is about authentic style and courage, and it's about forgiveness. But even these examples don't do complete justice to the word. Whether you look back in time or across a modern landscape, you see varied examples and descriptions of grace everywhere you look. In Greek mythology, the three graces represented charm, beauty, and creativity. Roman philosophers like Seneca and Cicero considered grace a virtue, and modern philosophers continue to study grace today, defining it as an act of unmerited favor or as an inclination to promote others' interests and bring them joy. Yet grace is not just the subject of secular philosophers. It's also, as mentioned, a deeply spiritual word. And yet there is still more. There are grace notes that composers use to embellish their scores, and there's the beloved hymn, Amazing Grace. There are some who grace us with their presence, and others who fall from grace. There are graceful entrances, and there are graceful exits. Grace also has a lot of companions and travels through the world arm in arm with a posse of other terms. So we regularly hear not just of grace, but of grace and dignity, grace and mercy, grace and beauty, and grace and courtesy. In my view, there is no other word in the English language quite like grace in its depth, breadth, and complexity. Grace represents and embodies an alluring and unique collection of traits and actions that are bound together by no other word. In this sense, grace calls to mind, or my mind at least, a classic scene from The Simpsons, where Homer Simpson asks his daughter Lisa, who has declared herself a vegetarian, if she really means that she's not going to eat meat from any animal ever again. What about bacon? Homer asks incredulously. Or ham? Or pork chops? Homer clearly thinks that these meats all come from different animals. Lisa replies, Dad, those all come from the same animal. And Homer says, yeah, right, some wonderful magical animal. Grace is a wonderful, magical word. Grace is where style and substance meet. Grace is about the seemingly superficial, but properly understood, the genuinely profound. Grace is a way of moving through the physical world and a way of touching the realm of the spiritual. It is a concept that is at once both evocative and elusive. It is also a concept that seems somewhat nostalgic and countercultural in a world that is often both too harsh and too coarse, a world where brashness and bravado seem far more common and rewarded than the gentler and subtler acts and art of grace. All of this leaves me deeply admiring of the multifaceted concept of grace and all that it embodies. And it's for this reason that I'd like to suggest that you lead with grace. I mean lead here in two senses of the word lead. First, when in doubt, lead with, or you might say, go with grace. This is how I've personally come to understand what my parish priest was telling us years ago, though I'm still not sure it's what he had in mind. But to me, it's not a bad idea when unsure what to do or how to respond to life's various challenges, to lead with, to go with grace. To ask yourself, in other words, what it would mean to act or respond graciously or gracefully. My speech last year was about essential questions. You might think of this year's speech as about an essential answer, and that answer is grace. In suggesting that you lead with grace, I'm also referring to the fact that if you aren't already, you are all going to be leaders someday and someday soon in ways both large and small. Collectively, you will lead classrooms, schools, school systems, organizations, and offices. You will lead in homerooms and in boardrooms. You will be leaders in politics and leaders in your families. You will lead in your communities and in your countries. And my simple plea is this: lead with grace. To lead with grace, to me, means to lead with gratitude and with courage. It means to lead with forgiveness and to lead in the service of others. It means to lead with authenticity and with a combination of confidence and humility. This is what I mean in brief. As I learned many years ago, grace is about gratitude, and to lead with grace is to lead grateful for the opportunity and with thanks to those around you. To lead is a privilege, partially earned and partially due to all sorts of luck, and to lead well is necessarily to rely on others. Those who have entrusted you to lead and those on whom you depend deserve your gratitude, and you shouldn't hesitate to show it every chance you can. To lead with grace is also to lead with courage. Grace isn't about being a pushover in order to make everyone feel good. It's more about quiet determination. As leaders, you'll face all sorts of pressures, and you may be tempted to choose the expedient over the difficult. To lead with courage, to lead with grace under pressure, is to choose the right path, even if it's not the easiest or most popular one. It means having the foresight and the fortitude not to respond to insult with insult, but to rise above. And to have the strength above all, not to blame others, but instead to accept the responsibility that comes with leadership. At the same time, to lead with grace is to lead with a forgiving heart. To recognize, as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, that forgiveness is not an occasional act, but a constant attitude. It is to recognize and appreciate human frailty, including your own. To know that mistakes are inevitable, that no one is as bad as his worst act, and to believe that redemption and rehabilitation are always possible. Above all, it's to lead with an appreciation of the awesome and ultimately self-redeeming power you'll possess to forgive others. To lead with grace is also to lead in the service of others. As the story about Eleanor Roosevelt suggests, to be gracious is to make others feel at ease, to selflessly provide others, in a sense, the opportunity to feel graceful themselves. To lead with grace is to recognize that true leadership is not about you. Let me say that again. To lead with grace is to recognize that true leadership is not about you. It's about creating the conditions and opportunities for others to be their graceful best, whether they are your students, your children, or your colleagues. Grace is also about style. This may seem superficial at first, but style matters and it's inevitable. Every leader has a style, whether that leader is a parent, a teacher, a principal, or a CEO. To lead with grace is to lead with a style that is true to who you are. When I was a law student at the University of Virginia, our peer advisor gave us memorable advice about how to handle job interviews. He told us, just be yourself, unless, of course, you are a jerk, in which case be somebody else. That might work for an interview, but trying to be someone else won't work when you're a leader. To lead with grace, you have to be at ease with yourself, and you can't be at ease with yourself if you're trying to be someone else. One last point, which is really two, but I'm sure you're getting tired, so I'll combine them into one. To me, grace is where confidence and humility intersect. This is what I saw when I watched Dr. J, who was confident, but quietly so. Most truly graceful athletes, dancers, and musicians obviously possess confidence in their abilities, but they also exude humility. They seem to appreciate the natural gifts bestowed upon them, but also recognize, perhaps because they are so close to perfect, that perfection is impossible. To lead with grace is to lead with this combination of confidence and humility. Confidence in your ability, but enough humility to recognize that you may be gifted, but you will never be perfect. Gratitude, courage, and forgiveness, service to others, authenticity, and confidence and humility. Admittedly, that's a lot to remember, and I recognize that graduation speeches are often forgotten. So let me end by suggesting that you remember just one word from this speech: grace. Even if you don't instantly remember all that this word means, I'm confident that if you remember grace, it will help you find the right path. You all possess grace in your own way. You are both graceful and gracious. I not only believe that, I've seen evidence of it all year. Embrace your grace, cultivate it, and share it with the world, which desperately needs it. In short, and in sum, not to mention in rhyme. As you depart Appian Way to make the world a better place, may you always, always lead with grace. Thank you. Thanks.
We will now have a musical performance by the Arts and Education Trio: Josh Gilbert, Samantha Wiratunga, and Michael Wu. Just a small technical break. We will now begin the presentation of our diplomas and certificates, beginning with our doctoral degrees. And I'd like to introduce the Associate Dean for Learning and Teaching, Matthew Miller.
Hello. It gives me great pleasure to announce the graduates in the Doctor of Education and Doctor of Education Leadership programs. Faculty Co-Director John Starr will present the diplomas to the members of the Doctor of Education program. Utaqua Brown Allen. Deborah Teo Bartz. Kelly Kennard. Chen Chen. Tracy Elizabeth. Sarah Melanie Fine. Jennifer Wasson Gravel. Carrie Naomi Coca. Debbie Liu. Megan Greenberg Lockwood. Bonnie Blythe McIntosh. Joe McIntyre. Dawn Elizabeth Elaine Miller. Ana Maria Nieto. James Michael Noonan. Alonso Sanchez. George Spencer. Margaret Eleanor Troyer. Emily Aronson Weinstein. Derek Shenwei Yi. And the marshals for the Doctor of Education program, Janine Denovaish. Malika Iman Donaldson. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Doctor of Education program. Faculty Director Elizabeth City will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Doctor of Education Leadership program. Carrie Landry Donahue. Sashwata Pratik Dutta. Ali Imod Fadlala. Michael Figueroa. Ola Jindai Masani Friday. Zachary Scott Herman. Andrea Mary LaRocca. Michael Paul LaRosa. Nicole Yvette Magnuson. Mark Walter Charles Martin. Sarah Kenders McLean. Francis Victoria Olajide. Christine Marie Ortiz Guzman. Catherine Rose Pozniak. Dwight E. Rhodes. Jessica Delforge Rose. Tyler Stephen Thigpen. Mary Catherine Wall. Sarah Catherine Warren. And the marshals for the Doctor of Education Leadership Program, Anise Enyonam Kwawu Fisher. David Arnold Hay. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Doctor of Education Leadership Program. Now please welcome Associate Dean of Enrollment and Student Services, Maritza Hernandez, who will announce the graduates from the Certificate of Advanced Study Program and the Master's programs.
It gives me great pleasure to announce the graduating students in the Certificate of Advanced Study Program and Master's programs. Faculty Director Mandy Savitz-Romer will present the certificates to the graduates of the Certificate of Advanced Study. Sara Margarita Colon. Bethany Nicole Dawson. Sonia Johan Esaibi. Hannah Jill Goldberg. Grace Biul Kim. Evan Charles Lane Laureate. Lauren N. McDermott. Heather Michelle Poriello. Aiden Marie Rohr Nutter. Catherine Paige Sonager. And the Marshal for the Certificate of Advanced Study Program, Erin Hillary Block. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Certificate of Advanced Study Program. Faculty Director Stephen Seidel will present the diploma to the graduates of the Arts and Education Program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the Arts and Education Program, Inimeka Ukwalam. Young Ho James On. Ursula August. Mia Judith Branco. Chelsea N. Bradell. Luz Elena Cano Diaz. April Bryson Corkin. Francesca Delisandro Dubrock. Dima Asi Mubsat. Alicia Asiola English. Michelle Elizabeth Fabian. Joshua Bear Gilbert. Corazon Alicia Higgins. Amy Elizabeth Johnson. Ye En Young. Roma Narendran Kalani. Neil Sullivan Kluckman. Trina Rachel Lessenkamp. Shayna Liu. Sarah Ellen Magana. Jessica N. Metzger. Lirieto Moshorogole. Emily Jeanette Nadell. Samantha Noel Nagy Show. Jake Chu Chu Ong. Lisa Rose Pastori. Sarah Maria Pisker. Carlos Mario Rodriguez Cuervo. Samara Fisher Rosenbaum. Jennifer Ann Ryan. Sneha Shrestha. Autumn Dawn White Eyes. Allison Joy Wigan. Samantha Petronella Wirantuga. Session Wu. And the Marshal for the Arts and Education Program, Ethan Smith.
You need to read this one.
Vic Quintanar. Congratulations to the 2007 class of the Arts of Education program. Faculty Director Karen Mapp will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Education Policy and Management program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the Education Policy and Management program, Raven Tanisha Stubbs. Vincent Achatola. Lauren Elizabeth Agnew. Lauren Buchanan Ammons. Akansha Bujaj. Elaine Balan. Grace Harrington Beard. Laura Mitchell Bowman. Aaron Kyle Boslan. Bethany Joy Burns Williams. Elizabeth Butler Everett. Caitlin Ashley Camp. Sergio Renato Castelo Aviles. Hekwan Kayla Shah. Olivia Lee Shee. Peggy Yu Shu. Bridget Rose Chigello. Stephanie Suzanne Cohen. Sarah Farmington Cola. Santi Diwa Ayu. Sarah Elizabeth DeWolf. Robert John Dorigo Jones. Virginia Dean Drescher. Chibuso Osabo. Pia Patricia Faxon. Elvira Antoinette Marie Finney. Adam Robert Flynn. Richard Meyer Frost. Anastasia Eleanor Funston. Bryce Joseph Gilfillian. Adan Gonzalez. Mary Elizabeth Grech. Savannah Keith Gress. William Wright Hemeline. Dong Kyu Khan. Joseph Bella Hari. Evan de Simone Heyman. Catherine Hoffman. Megan Elizabeth Hughes. Mai Tien Thi Win. Tiffany Manika Hyatt. Emily Ruth Wiener Jacobson. Jocelyn Anita Johnson. Simon David Roland Johnson. Valerie Elaine Johnson. Kendra Jo Johnson Tesh. Maria Fernanda Kerrigan. Joshua Alexander Lafasson. Diana Lambridge. Samuel Meyer Madison. Shirley Mack. Sergio Marin Luna. Eva Flavia Martínez Orbegoso. Abigail Cothran McAllister. Kelsey Robinson McGigg. Kaduz Mizgubu. Teresa Kathleen Mooney. Rachel Marie Moser. Candace Olivia Nelson. Sarah Catherine Norcross. Manish Ramesh Parmar. Melanie Perkins McLaughlin. Sophia Pompolis. Regina Susan Ray. Jamie Nicole Smith. Alexandra Hope Steinhauer. Maura Nolan Sunkel. Sakia Thomas. Nicholas Peter Tuasolo. Marguerite Therese Villacheguer. Tony Vau. Grace Wong. Shayna Wong. Corey Lee Witt. Christina Frances Whitaker. Adelia Ann Wilder Doctor. Courtney Alisa Woods. Howling Yip. And the Marshal for the Education Policy and Management Program, Kia Woodwoodson. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Education Policy and Management Program. Faculty Director James Anthony will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Higher Education Program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the Higher Education Program, Megan Harding Redshirt Shaw. Jamir Naki Abney. Danielle Alisa Aceves. Ruby Batacharia. Rachel Elizabeth Brown. Amanda Ray Burley. Emily Margaret Burns. Nicole Lynn Casinaro. Margot Cardonome. Elizabeth Claire Connolly. Mary Catherine Cromiller. Emily Rose Davies. Gerda Duamo. Emily Jane Falk. Caitlin May Featherston. Ryan James Ford. Christina Elizabeth Gaffney. Danielle Emily Glazier. Sarah Elizabeth Henshelwood. Emma DeGray Johnson. Trent Manika Kichikawa. Joseph Andrew Kralik. Olivia Rose Leclerc. Julia Morgan Littlefield. Julie Lonergan. Megan Elizabeth McDermott. Elizabeth Laura Malarczyk. Taha Mohammed Ali. Justin Michael Munio. Mary Kate Moore Oliver. Anne Marie Phillips. Jonathan James Phillips. Lauren Rebecca Pius. Christina Marie Cantal. Sayed Reza Rezvani. Ruben David Rodriguez. Carrie Ellen Rosenblum. Alice Whitney Shaughnessy. Grace Hay Rim Chin. Catherine Winston Stewart. Charles Cutler Stewart. Emily Frances Williams. Kayla Sunray Wright. Robert Alon Yu. And the Marshal for the Higher Education Program, Alejandro Jose Garcia Fernandez. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Higher Education Program. Faculty member Felipe Barrera Osorio will present the diplomas to the graduates of the International Education Policy Program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the International Education Program, I don't have it. Ah, it's in the wrong order. Sorry. Sorry, folks. Faculty Director Richard Weisberg will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Human Development Psychology Program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the Human Development and Psychology Program, Akisha Ortiz. Nadine Abi Akar. Kenya Alfaro. Alicia Nana Abina Ampunsa. Bahar Atai. Rhonda Awada. Jeffrey Baker Jr. Jessica Miriam Bielecki. Sarah Elizabeth Birch. Juanita Buitrago. Isabel Catherine Halsey Burns. Anna Brielle Butler. Danubia Camargos Silva. Gabriela Cervelli Talarico. Menjuan Chen. Han Yung Chao. Jamie Tamar Cohen. Amanda Ruth Derby. Isabel Marie Despa. Caitlin Eileen Danette. Negan Sharon Farida. Catherine N. Farmsworth. Melissa Lynn Fredericks. Kiyomi Sarah Gelber. Maria Isabella Gordon. Carrie Elizabeth Hanover. Abigail Anna Pearson Hemingway. Tui Tam Ho. Sarah Marie Jensen. Anika Michelle Jensen. Amy Soen Kong. Catherine Kong. Antoinette Christine Kokenis. Anita Krishnan. Maria Lee. Marissa Sally Lehman. Sihan Lee. Yihan Leon. Shenyen Lim. Shu Wen Lu. Noriko Lewison. Jessica Miyu Magjar. Robin Mamone. Martha Ross McMorrin. Tatiana Malnikova. Catherine N. Murphy. Sarah Evelyn Natler. Andrew Nalani. Michelle Lynn Nguyen. Whitney Frances Walsh O'Brien. Insung Christine Park. Cynthia Pimentel Coscales. Fonshuo Wan Tian Shu. Leticia Crucival de Quiqueros. Laura Margarita Quiñones Álvarez. Sarah Elizabeth Rowenhurst. Ana María Restrepo Sanz. Jerusha Saldana Janes. Hera Shakil. Christy Lynn Stark. Mong Sun. Hannah Sylvia Temkin. Jordan Thaler. Pacharaparon Damadon. Cynthia Marie Tucker. Campbell Moran von Eschen. Falak Akhtar Wala. Allison Raid Ward Seidel. Clarissa Emma Whittaker. Sylvie Wong. Yin Wen Ye. Shayon Yun. In the Marshal for the Human Development and Psychology Program, McKinley Louise Covey. Congratulations to the 2007 graduates of the Human Development and Psychology Program. Now, faculty member Felipe Barrera Osorio will present the diplomas to the graduates of the International Education Policy Program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the International Education Program, DOA Erica Benson. Abimbola Adentuji. Sarah Osama Ahmed. Tuba Akhtar. Saida Miriam Assad. Abdul Ahad Ajud. Alka Asi Salam. Alexandra Hunter Ball. Abigail Caitlin Barnett. Akrati Bombi. Kaveri Hara Bhatt. Mohammed Hashim Khalid Bhatti. Nicholas Buckbinder. Isabel Bayosa. Kelsey Anna Kelly Carlton. Dara Hopkins Carroll. Serena Chan. Jose Carlos Colo. Frances Ellen Cook. Wendy Shree. Ana Teresa del Toro Mijares. Divakara Devokula. Elaine Ding. Cassandra Elena Fuenmayor. Anthony Malik Sama Hana. Zachary Himschelsbach. Cara Margaret Howard. Alan Michelle Hayes Guntijo. Heather Ruth Castleman. Salman Kimani. Catherine N. Kiri Kinnaird. Cindy Lay. Shannon Lee. Seokkin Jessica Lee. Jessica Lim. Cassandra Ling. Quinn Caitlin Lockwood. Thomas Joseph McKinney. Miriam Ibram Mia. Ching Miao. Dorothy Membrema. Chi Niu. Juliet Hester Ollard. Matthew Richmond Owens. Uttara Pant. Theodosia Zoe Pompasis. Ariana Danielle Paddock. Mary Twee Pham. Vijay Raghuvan Prabhakaran. Swati Puri. Thomas Isaac Richmond. Matthew Rigsby. Nicolás Riveros Midelius. Simran Sabharwal. Hina Mohammed Salim. Jeremy Ben Searle. Hir Sheikh. Shivi Sharma. Sarah Magic Strader. Chloe Suverville. Clara Dahi Su. Holly Marie Sumner. Pitsiri Samo Suparajinda. Ching Yen Tuen. Eugene Samantha Telemak. Raven Tukes. Charlotte Victoria Tumanelli. Jillian Foster Turner. Matthew David Turner. Tisha Verma. Devon James Wilson. Charlie Aiden Wright. Chihiro Yoshida. And the Marshal for the International Education Policy Program, Corey Elizabeth Sutherland. Congratulations to the 2007 graduates of the International Education Policy Program. Thank you. Faculty Director Pamela Mason will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Language and Literacy Program. Asil Jassine. Matthew Noah Baker. Rena Beda. Haley Amanda Brower. Young Ong Cheng. Melissa Ann Christ. Easton Stone Dawson. Emily Janet Dowling. Naomi Esther Fortes. Rebecca Diane Gramlin. Shixio Han. Aliyah Hamshin. Catherine Ho. Catherine Keene. Yu-Won Lee. Sun Yin. Amanda McMillan. Casey Michelle McClure. Ming Han Oh. William Joseph Oliver. Caitlin Ann O'Neill. Grace Parker Selensky. Jennifer Lynn Pfeiffer. Mary Gabrielle Precioso. Joyce Rafla. Liza Patrice Reyno Ogden. Annalise Joan Rickstad. Chelsea Elizabeth Rink. Nana Sewa Sechere. Kathleen Elizabeth Stack. Yishuan Su. Yuwen Su. Brianna Renee Swenson. Bonnie Caroline Tynes. Jeremy John Walters. Bing Cheng Wong. Lauren Cole Watkins. Yi Xuan Shi. Yin Shi Yi En Shi Ye. Shaw Yun Ye Ji. Shaw Sha Wei. In the Marshal for the Language and Literacy Program, Saul Richard Tablante. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Language and Literacy Program. Now, please welcome Associate Dean for Master's Studies, Mark Johnson, who will announce the graduates for the remaining master's programs.
It gives me great pleasure to announce the graduating students in the remaining master's programs. Faculty Director Catherine Bowles will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Learning and Teaching program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the Learning and Teaching program, Anjali Nirmalan. Michael James Blau. Nicholas Ligon Boatwright. Noah Austin Brennan Sawyer. Lindsay Rachel Brine. Samantha Elaine Butera. Megan Trace Byrne. Cynthia Jeanette Casella. Sarah Elizabeth Coffin. Erin Lindsay Cohen. Caitlin Carson Cotton. Marcy Lynn Day. Christina Michelle Esposito. Delight Eresi Gavor. Lily Carter Gillespie. Jennifer Goldstein. Eddie Yoon Suk Hum. Sarah Gordon Hatton. Karen Elizabeth Howell. Julia French Juster. Karen Philbrook Leary. Kathleen Ann Lemke. Rachel Ann Levine. Danielle Dominique Lucero. Chelsea Jean Maxwell. Allison Elizabeth Mee. Gek Woon Ing. Andrew Estrada Fung. Alexandra Chase Pisty. Jesselyn Darlene Reese. Ana Lucia Rodriguez Rios. Anya Claire Rosenberg. Rebecca Rose Schuweyer. Tyler Edward Tarnowitz. Dong Wang. Zhongwei Yao. Fang Yuan Yin. And the Marshal for the Learning and Teaching Program, David Ian Rawson. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Learning and Teaching Program. Faculty Director Todd Rose will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Mind, Brain, and Education Program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the Mind, Brain, and Education Program, Lindsay Marie Swartz. Elizabeth Marie Albany. Anya Lee Baroff. Kamisa Jean Begu. Elizabeth Alden Bogosian. Douglas Taksum Chan. Nina Pearl Cohotis. Blake Anthony Colaney. Kirsty Lauren Coulter. Jody Marie DeVries. Kaylee Michelle Erickson. Rika Samir Gandhi. Emily Ann Gonzalez. Thomas Stetson Gorham. Carolyn Christine Ianello. Samuel Islam Jubayed. Jacqueline Elizabeth Kearney. Christopher David King. Christina Marie Kirby. Sophie Haruna Klimkak. Bradley Howard Kuklis. Joseph David Kirkendall. Sandrine Lassell. Carita Lujanpatana. Claire Wei-Jun Liu. Ying-Ning Lo. Julia Danielle Merlin. Mihal Mianskevich. Elizabeth Aaron Miller. Krupa G. Patel. Marie-Therese Octavia Peing. Jeffrey A. Schneider. Tan Sherry. Laura A. Sykes. Emma Luella Starr. Christine Marie Whiteman. Diana R.P. Yusufan. Yalun Zhang. Lin Zhu. And the Marshal for the Mind, Brain, and Education Program, Snigdha Gupta. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Mind, Brain, and Education Program. Faculty Director Mandy Savitz-Romer will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Prevention, Science, and Practice Program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the Prevention, Science, and Practice Program, Kwang Dominic Tran. Shub Agrawal. Will B. Cardwell. Aaron Lee Doherty. Taylor Janine Davidson. Jamie Rose Erdheim. Stephanie Alejandra Fernandez. Megan Christine Fliss. Sarah Winifred Franzine. Megan Satterwhite Fryman. Laura Hollis Hansen. Jacob Paul Haskell. Talia Fernanda Henao Villa. Minyi Huang. Jordan Ashley Johnson. Anna Rebecca Kasich. Ariel Glenn Kenyon. Megan Merrill Landers. Emilia Rose Larrick. Sa'u Christina Lee. Erin Marie McNeil. Brittany Leanne Matthews. Kathleen Patrice Murray. Hannah Grace Nierenhausen. Megan Laura Rosa. Salvador Sanchez Jr. Kaya Rachel Schmatt. Harlan Alec Shangold. Manya Singh. Caitlin Emily Swartz. Sidra Mary Asra Tareen. Kim Cheryl Ann Titchman. Sarah Catherine Trail. Michael Gerard Williams, Jr. And the Marshal for the Prevention, Science, and Practice Program, Diana Carolyn Pena. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Prevention, Science, and Practice Program. Faculty Director Mary Grassa O'Neill will present the diplomas to the graduates of the School Leadership Program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the School Leadership Program, Katika Angel Guder. Andrew B. Amati. Felicia Lane Akins. Christian M. Bautista. Vanessa Peggy Bishop. Caroline Francis Braun. Catherine Elizabeth Bazard. Sarah Inbar Kaleha. Julianne Elise Carlson. Brian Philip Couch, Jr. Kathleen Lawton Crossett. Sarah Jordan Demirs. Vivian Grace de Peralta. Cherie Nicole Dial. Joshua Ryan Fallon. Brian Rashad Fuller. Alicia Dory Gaynor. Lauren Michelle Geit. Christopher Neil Hawkins. Alethea Eileen Higgins. Jenna Latifa Hindi. Kevin Lowell Hughes. Edwidge Joseph. Kazmir Sunliang Kang. Samantha Jacqueline Kearney. Megan Lee Marinin. Cassandra Joy McGraw. Rashada LaCoria Melvin. Rodolfo Morales Romero. Lindsay Ruth Morgan. Jose Jesus Munoz. McLean Phillips. Florence Pye. Samuel Rusakoff Purdy. Lalita Ramakrishna. Timothy John Riedel. Samantha Lynn Sensor Mura. Marcello Franz Scambilleri. Matthew O. Schumann. Heidi Lynn Southcombe. Randy Stone. Leanne Sutton. Maureen Magdalene Westover. And the Marshal for the School Leadership Program, Jim Olin Triplett, Jr. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the School Leadership Program. Faculty Director Vicki Jacobs will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Specialized Studies Program. Ruthie Osethumbi. Mia Elizabeth Burnson Lung. Himadri Bara. Sylvia Broadbeck. Emily Sarah Davis. Jayati Doshi. Caroline Lee Freitas. Cynthia Ray Frostad. Megan Elizabeth Gage. Christine Daisy Hahn. Dylan Robinson Hauptführer. Justin Cordell Haver. Lori Michael Henderson. Alexander Baron Hernandez Siegel. Amy A. Howell. Anar Jassani. Shreya Kemka. Alyssa Krackemeyer. Retley Jean Locke Jr. Peter Maurice Mitchell. Elizabeth Burton Moore. Luwei Mohammed. Yok Ling Ong Young. Alyssa Ann Pettis. Sadie Barnett Pollen. Hasmik Sargisyan. Akshaya Varghese. Jake Weisbord. Quiling Zhuang. And the Marshal for the Specialized Studies Program. One moment. Alex Hergenroder. And the Marshal for the 2017 Specialized Studies Program, Radhika Menon. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Specialized Studies Program. Faculty Director Catherine Merceth will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Teacher Education Program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the Teacher Education Program, Zach Zimmerman. Erin Janesta Bleck. Hannah Elizabeth Brilliant. Michelle Rose Cahill Kane. Elizabeth Karina Drake. Nicholas Joseph Fernald. Samuel J. Fogel. Maya Girish. Russell Burnett Grant. Rebecca Lynn Hawk. Jaegoon Jung. Peter Yu Kwok. Irene Yunwin Liu. Jennifer Lynn Liu. Caroline Darlene Logan. Kathleen Lee. Paul Maxwell Mangold. Sarah Anna Mintz. Emily Catherine Mitchell. Sue Lim Park. Jillian Diane Sicione. Gina Marie Sedita. Charlotte Elizabeth Sewell. Isabel Danforth Stillman. Thomas Michael Vasconcelos. And the Marshal for the Teacher Education Program, Nicholas Evan Steinke. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Teacher Education Program. Faculty Director Joseph Blatt will present the diplomas to the graduates of the Technology, Innovation, and Education Program. The Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the Technology, Innovation, and Education Program, Amin Ashraf Mari. Prayanki Mahmouda Akhtar. Mariam Alemi. Louis Bryson Bancroft. Ray Paul Byron. Samantha Joy Bissonnette. Alexandra Bogus. Mary Adelaide Brackenridge. Heidi Louise Burgle. Alethea Lucia Campbell. Runxi Chen. Marley Manting Chong. Sophia Chung. Heidi McKay Church. Sabrina Giselle de los Santos Rodriguez. Yoshi Domoto. Nina Disa. Shasha X. Du. John James Eichen. Esther Jessie Finkelstein. Laura Elizabeth Frayden. Lily Elizabeth Gaboret. Karishma Kamal Galani. Jay Henderson Galbraith. Bhargavi Govindarani. Bhargavi Govindarajan. Daniel Isaac Greenberg. Monique Desiree Hall. Longjin Han. Katrina Jackie Howe. Jacqueline Tilly Herenstein. Kelly Morgan Hirsch. Angela Hong. Grace Jiang. Niantao Jiao. Mark Noel Caban. Alex Harrison Crosser. Adara Inez Landry. Clara Y. Lee. Alice M. Leo. Samuel Alexander McCabe. Noor Munajed. Shraddha Narayanan. Bennett Reed Nestock. Judy Nguyen. Kristen Pamela Oshetsky. Rachel Lauren Phillips. Alexandra Renee Post. Tanishta Sanyal. Kelly Nicole Sayers. Emily Jane Shoemaker. Priyanka Singhai. Sarita Judith Spillert. Jaman Sun. Yutong Sun. Manar ul Islam Swaby. Alex Benjamin Tavares. Patricia Ann Vanderbilt. Michelle Sally Wantuck. Ilana Grunberg Weiss. Christine Alexandra Whitlock. Peiyu Yang. Gloria Yen. Joy Jinsun Yoon. Amanda Chloe Zelix Hand. Joanna Zimmerman. And the Marshal for the Technology, Innovation, and Education Program, Ryan Chen Lee. Congratulations to the 2017 graduates of the Technology, Innovation, and Education Program. Please welcome Dean Jim Ryan back to the podium.
I would just like to offer my congratulations once again to the entire class of 2017. So there's one final thing to do before we let you go. As some of you might remember at orientation, I took my hat off to all of you. I remarked that you had committed yourselves to education, and for that you had my gratitude, my respect, and my admiration. After a year or more of seeing you in action and seeing your commitment and knowing the great work you leave us to do, it's a bittersweet honor to tip my hat to you one last time and to thank you and to wish you well, and to congratulate you one last time. Be well.
So the moment you've all been waiting for, the end, I'm going to ask our doctoral marshal, Janine DeNoves. We will conclude with our faculty recessional, And if everyone who is able will please stand. Congratulations.